7 truck engines are still blowing up in 2026. Not old engines, engines inside trucks at dealerships right now. GM recalled 600,000 trucks. Then the government opened an investigation into their own fix. Toyota has recalled the same engine 3 times and still has no final answer. Ram never recalled theirs. They just put it back in the 2026 truck. I pulled every NHTSA filing and every lawsuit to build this list. Stay to the end. One of these trucks came with a warning to park it outside. Engine number 1. And let me start with the most trusted diesel name in America. Because when I say still blowing up in 2026, this is exactly what I mean. The Ram 6.7-liter Cummins. The engine farmers, contractors, and heavy haulers have depended on for decades. The reason thousands of people buy Ram trucks in the first place. The 2013 through 2023 Ram 2500, 3500, 4500, and 5500 with the 6.7-liter Cummins had a fire problem. Not a smoke problem, not an overheating problem, an actual fire problem. The intake grid heater relay could short out and stay energized, even with the engine completely off, even sitting in your driveway. Ram confirmed 6 documented fires, 6 trucks that caught fire while parked. They issued 2 separate recalls covering around 340,000 trucks. And during that time, the official safety guidance from Ram to owners was this: park your truck outside and away from structures. That was the official word on a $70,000 work truck. Park it outside. 6 documented fires, 2 recalls, a park outside warning that most owners never even heard about. But the fire issue is only the first problem with this engine in 2026. There's a second failure happening inside these trucks right now. Starting around 2019, the bushing roller lifters inside the Cummins began seizing on the camshaft. The same type of internal failure you're going to hear about in several other engines on this list today. Ram responded by pushing a heavier 10W30 oil through a technical bulletin, thicker oil, used because the original tolerances inside the engine could not protect the parts on their own. And on the newest Ram trucks, the grid heater is completely gone, replaced quietly with glow plugs. No press release, no announcement. Mechanics just started noticing the change during service. When a manufacturer removes a core component without saying a word about why, that is an admission in disguise. The old system was not reliable enough. The most trusted diesel in America is still working through problems in 2026, and most buyers walking onto dealer lots have no idea. 7 engines, all of them still failing right now in 2026. We are just getting started. Engine number 7 at the end of this video involves a federal investigation into a repair that was supposed to fix 600,000 trucks. Stay with me through all of them. Engine number 2, and this one is specifically for anyone out there shopping the used truck market right now in 2026, because there are thousands of 2021 and 2022 F-150s sitting on used lots across the country carrying this problem inside the engine, and the people selling them are not bringing it up. The 2.7-liter and 3.0-liter EcoBoost V6 found in certain 2021 and 2022 F-150s, Broncos, and Explorers. The intake valves inside these engines were made from the wrong alloy. A temperature error during machining at the factory changed the physical structure of the metal, made it brittle. Those valves can fracture inside a running engine with zero warning. When a valve breaks, the engine fails completely. Total loss of power on the road. No warning sound beforehand. No dashboard light telling you it is coming. Just sudden engine failure. Ford issued a recall in September of 2024 covering around 90,000 vehicles. But those trucks are on the used market right now, in 2026, being sold to people who know nothing about this. The recall sounds like it closes the problem, but the way Ford built the actual fix is the part that concerns me after 15 years of working on these engines. Ford runs the engine through a test cycle. Pass the test and you keep your engine and receive a 10-year extended coverage. Fail the test and Ford replaces the engine entirely. That sounds like a reasonable solution. But that test does not check whether your valves are actually in good condition. It checks whether your valves have already had enough stress cycles to break yet. A valve that is not fractured yet still has the exact same brittle alloy inside it. Passing Ford's test does not mean the engine is safe. It means the valves have not shattered yet. There is a difference. If you are looking at a used 2021 or 2022 F-150 with the 2.7-liter EcoBoost on any lot right now, get documented proof that the recall was fully completed before you sign anything. Engine number 3. And this one has a very specific deadline attached to it that matters in 2026. If you are shopping a used Ram 1500 diesel, stop everything and hear this one before you make any decisions. The 2014 through 2019 Ram 1500 3.0-liter EcoDiesel. The EGR cooler on this engine develops cracks from repeated heating and cooling cycles. When it cracks, engine coolant leaks into the intake system. That coolant enters the combustion chamber, and it can ignite. Around 108,000 of these trucks were recalled back in 2019. A class action lawsuit followed that recall. That lawsuit reached a settlement. The final approval hearing happened in March of 2026. The claims deadline for owners who were affected was May 16th of 2026. Owners could receive up to around $3,500 per truck, plus a 5-year extended EGR warranty. Here's exactly why that deadline matters so much for anyone buying one of these trucks on the used market today. That claims window is closed. Previous owners had a financial safety net. You do not. If you buy one of these trucks today and the EGR cooler fails, that repair bill is entirely yours. The protection from the lawsuit does not follow the truck to a new buyer. Run the VIN on NHTSA.gov before you buy. Confirm the recall was completed, verify the extended warranty is still active, and get it in writing from the seller. If neither of those things can be confirmed in writing, walk away. In 2026, there are still plenty of these trucks on used lots, and most sellers are not mentioning any of this to the people buying them. Engine number 4, and this one has been in and out of courtrooms since 2011. That is not a typo. Since 2011, Ford issued a major recall in January of 2025, covering 295,000 trucks. And when they explained publicly what caused the problem, they said something that I want you to hear clearly. They blamed the fuel, not the pump. The Bosch CP4 high-pressure fuel pump inside the 6.7-liter Power Stroke uses diesel fuel to lubricate its own internal moving parts. Modern ultra-low sulfur diesel is thinner than old diesel, thinner than what this pump was designed around. The pump wears down from the inside over time. When it fails, it does not slow down or stop quietly. The internal metal components shatter and send debris downstream at nearly 30,000 pounds of pressure per square inch. Through your injectors, through your fuel rails, through your fuel lines, every downstream component gets contaminated with metal shavings. The repair runs from $8,000 to $15,000. Ford classifies it as fuel contamination, not a manufacturing defect. That classification means warranty denied. There is an alternative pump design that does not have this failure. Mechanics have been installing it as an aftermarket fix for years. It is not some secret. Ford knows it exists. The CP3 pump design handles modern low-sulfur diesel without the internal shrapnel problem. It costs more to produce. Ford has not switched it into their production trucks. Instead, they recalled 295,000 trucks and told the public that COVID-era production delays caused diesel fuel to sit and go stale in tanks. But this pump has been failing in Ford trucks since 2011, years before any pandemic. Class action lawsuits on this exact failure go back over a decade. Ford blamed the fuel, not the pump. In 2026, this engine is still powering Super Duty trucks on dealer lots. If you own a 2020 through 2022 Super Duty with the 6.7-liter Power Stroke, run your VIN on NHTSA.gov today. Find out exactly where your truck stands. Engine number 5, and I will be straight with you. This is the one that surprised me the most when putting this list together, because this brand built its entire name on one thing: reliability. Toyota, the truck people buy in 2026 specifically because they want nothing to do with any of what I've been describing. Toyota replaced the beloved 5.7-liter V8 in the Tundra with a brand new 3.4-liter twin-turbo V6 starting in the 2022 model year. Owners started reporting failures quickly. Engine knocking, hard starts, complete seizure on the highway with no warning. Toyota issued their first recall in May of 2024, covering 102,000 Tundras and Lexus LX 600s. The fix was not a software patch, not a part swap, a full engine replacement. People who had bought brand new trucks less than 2 years earlier needed a completely new engine installed. Then, the story kept going. One recall on a new engine. Painful, but it happens. But then Toyota issued a second recall on the same engine, then a third. Late 2025, Toyota added another 113,000 trucks to the recall. More Tundras, more Lexus vehicles, same engine, same failure. Then, in May of 2026, a third recall. Another 43,566 trucks added. Owner letters went out in July of 2026. Those letters told owners that additional information about the repair procedure is coming. Not a confirmed fix, not a repair date, just more information coming. 4 years after the first failures, 3 recalls. And Toyota still does not have a confirmed final repair procedure for every affected owner in 2026. And here is what independent mechanics found when they finally got one of these failed engines on their workbench. Because what they found does not fully line up with Toyota's official explanation. The main bearings inside the engine were completely destroyed, deeply scored, heat damaged, total failure. But the rod bearings in that exact same engine, fed by the same oil through the same passages in the same block, were in perfect condition. Zero wear, not even minor scratching. If oil contamination or debris floating through the oil was causing this, both sets of bearings would show damage. They share the same oil. The debris does not choose which bearing to stop at and skip the next. Only the main bearings failing the same way in every single engine points to something specific in that bearing design itself, not random debris. Toyota says machining debris is the cause. Independent mechanics are not fully convinced. NHTSA accepted that explanation for the third recall, but the monitoring is not closed. If the improved bearing fails in the field, a fourth recall becomes possible. Toyota, 3 recalls, 4 years of investigation, still no final confirmed answer in 2026. Engine number 6, and the reason this one still makes the list in 2026 is something that genuinely stopped me when I heard it. This engine has a documented failure history going back to 2009, and in 2026, Ram put it back into brand new trucks rolling off the line. The Ram 5.7-liter Hemi with the multi-displacement system. MDS shuts down 4 of the 8 cylinders under light driving conditions to save fuel. The problem lives in the lifters that control that cylinder deactivation process. They stick. When a lifter sticks, the camshaft lobe beneath it starts wearing down. Metal debris enters the oil and starts moving through the system. By the time you hear that ticking sound at idle that Ram dealers have been calling Hemi tick for years, the damage is already progressing inside your engine. Ram service departments have told customers for years that the noise is normal. It is not normal. It is the sound of a camshaft being destroyed. The full repair covers the camshaft. All 16 lifters, push rods, rocker arms, and sometimes a cylinder head. $6,000 to $10,000. Ram has issued multiple technical bulletins on this problem going back to 2009, but they never once issued a recall. No recall, no confirmed fix on the record, and then in 2026, Ram announced the Hemi is coming back. The 2026 Ram 1500 has the Hemi again. Ram released no official engineering statement explaining what changed inside the MDS lifter design. There is no recall on record that covered and resolved the underlying problem. No redesign announcement, no documented engineering change that mechanics can point to. The same basic architecture with the same 17-year failure history is in brand new trucks on dealer lots. In 2026, they never recalled it. They never officially fixed it, and they put it back in the truck. If you walk into a Ram dealer today and a salesman shows you a new Ram 1500 with the Hemi, you now know the question to ask. Ask him specifically what Ram changed inside the MDS lifter design. Then, listen carefully to whatever he says. Engine number 7, the last one. And I saved this one for the end because this story has a layer to it that none of the other 6 have. It is not just about an engine failing. It is about a repair that was supposed to fix 600,000 trucks already on the road. And now, the federal government is investigating whether that repair actually did anything. The GM 6.2-liter V8, known as the L87, found in the 2021 through 2024 Silverado 1500, Sierra 1500, Tahoe, Suburban, Yukon, and Escalade. In April of 2025, GM issued recall number 25V274. close to 600,000 vehicles. The problem is deep inside the engine block. The oil passages running through the connecting rods and the crankshaft were not properly cleaned during manufacturing. Metal sediment was left behind inside those passages. On top of that, some crankshafts came out of factory specification. Those two things together destroy the rod bearings. When rod bearings fail, the engine seizes. GM's own recall documentation uses the phrase loss of propulsion. That means the engine quits while you are driving, on the highway, possibly while towing a heavy load, with no warning before it happens. GM issued the recall. 600,000 trucks went through dealer repairs. Most people assumed that closed the book on it, but in January of 2026, something happened that I have not seen in 15 years of working on these engines. The federal government opened recall query RQ26001, not an investigation into the original engine failure, an investigation into whether GM's repair works. Because after those 600,000 trucks were repaired by GM dealers, at least 36 of those fixed engines failed again. Same bearing, same failure, same loss of propulsion. The trucks that went through the official recall process got the official repair and were returned to owners came back with the exact same problem. NHTSA is now formally examining whether the repair procedure GM applied to 600,000 trucks is actually effective. GM fixed 600,000 trucks. The government is now investigating the fix itself. That is where this engine stands in 2026. And there is one final number that a very large number of GM truck owners sitting at home right now have no idea about. NHTSA is also separately reviewing 877,000 additional trucks with the same L87 engine that were never included in the original recall at all. Hundreds of complaints coming from those owners. People who checked the recall list did not see their truck on it and believed they were safe because GM said they were. That group of nearly 1 million trucks is now under a separate federal review. When you put it all together, you have 600,000 trucks where the repair is being investigated, and 877,000 more trucks with the same engine that may still be at full risk right now. 7 engines are still blowing up in 2026, and GM was one of the biggest names on that list. But GM just revealed something for 2027 that has every truck owner completely speechless, and it might change everything we thought we knew about their engines. So check out this video where I show you exactly what GM is bringing and whether it is finally the engine truck owners have been waiting for.